Okay, hi Taylor. So we're just a few days before the start for the 7.3 World Championships. How is your feeling before this race?
Well, I'm really excited to race. I'm grateful to be here, and we'll see what happens on race day. You never know what happens until the race happens.
That's right. So the last race was a PTO race in Dallas for you, and
Well, no, I raced WTS Cagliari on the same day as the men's race in Kona.
Ah, okay. So sorry, I didn't know it. But so I have seen the race in Dallas, and it was a really good comeback after your long injury, if we can say it like that. What do you think? What can you take from this race to the race at Friday?
Well, so I think it was a good race. It wasn't a great race. I mean, I did get passed in the last 2 kilometers of the run, and it was so. First of all, it's a completely different race because of the conditions, but it's also a different day. I have a lot more running under my belt, and so we'll see what happens, but I'm excited for this course and the competition.
So the conditions are a good point. How do you handle the cold conditions instead of the heat?
Well, I think it's hard to say because I've never raced a 70.3. It's very different when you're racing a short course race, and I've never raced a short course race this cold. I've done a lot of running races this cold, but so we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't think you have very many races where the air temperature is as cold as it is as we'll be starting on Friday.
So what do you think, what's your strongest part during the race? The bike or the run part, or maybe also hang on the feet at loosey feet for the swim start?
Well, so in Dallas, I had a good swim and bike, and then the run I fell apart. And then in Cagliari, I had a horrible swim, a good bike, and then a very good run. So I think that's the beauty of triathlon. It varies on the day, and it also depends on kind of how your competitors are racing and how the race plans out. So hopefully I can have a good swim, bike, and run. And transitions, because those will actually be probably a deciding factor in the race day, because it'll be deciding like what do you put on, what don't you put on, and is that worth the time to invest or not.
Do you think it's good for you that you are maybe one of the only one in the field which can hang on the feet of Lucy?
Oh, I think there are probably a few girls who can hang on her feet, but at the end of the day, it's a long race, and just if we don't come out of the water with her, it's not the end of the day. It kind of was last year, but hopefully it's a little bit different this year.
Yes, that's right. But it's a kind of confident for you if you have not a big gap to Lucy. So I think it's good for the whole race situation.
Yes, we'll see, but you never know what happens because you can overswim, you can overbike, you can overrun. So like the aim is to be the best across the finish and to get to the finish line fastest, not necessarily come out of a specific time split fastest.
Do you feel confident that the World Championships are in the US, so it's your home country?
Yes, well, the United States is very regional, so although this is the United States, it also feels very different. I'm always grateful to race at home. It feels like, I keep saying this because last year the race in St. George was one of my first in like 7 years at home, and now I've gotten to race. This is my 5th race of the year and the 3rd race in the US, so I don't want to take advantage of it because it's really nice to hop on a direct flight and just get here.
Okay, thank you very much and good luck for Friday.
Thank you, you too.